Hey, you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. And on this topic, I wanted to make you guys a video on why the narcissist does not celebrate you. Why does the narcissist not celebrate you? Well, first you have to think of the logic of the narcissist. And the narcissist, likes to portray to be the victim in anything and in literally everything. And if they're not the victim, they're trying to figure out ways to bring the attention on them without seeming like they're trying to be the victim. So they put themselves in situations, once they've known that people have them figured out, they put themselves in situations where you're going to automatically make things about them or want to know what's going on with them, or they'll, bring up any type of situation to have this image, that attracts people to them. I've seen narcissists who will handicap their own children, who will, literally, handicap their own parent, handicap the people around them, or, come up with an illness that they don't have, or, tell you that they're going to, go to the doctor. Say you go to the doctor to, just have a regular checkup and make sure you don't have, any lumps in your breast or something like that. So what they will do is that they will bring up the fact that they're going to the doctor, and they'll say it in a dramatic way, where they're acting like they're not seeking attention, but they do it in a calculated way, so that you can worry about them. So the narcissist basically needs people in their life that are focused on them, where they're the center of attention. So if they're around their friends, they're going to try to make their friends look like jerks, or they're going to try to make their friends look like, like assholes, or they're going to try to make their friends look like they're dumb or stupid or slow. You can get a narcissist that is either going to be, really loud, or you can get the real quiet narcissist that, they want you to literally have a perception of everyone around them, but then they want to be the quiet person that you're trying to figure out, or you're trying to understand why they're not giving you attention. And that's because everything that the narcissist does, it's calculated for them to get attention. Now, when the narcissist figures out that you're a good supply, or you're someone who's a good person, someone that is going to listen, someone that is going to be there for them, when they figure, out that you're an empath, which it usually doesn't really take that long for them to figure it out, especially if you're someone who doesn't completely know, you don't completely know who you are as a person yet. You might think that you know who you are as a person. I used to think I knew who I was as a person, because, as you're, growing up, you're becoming a woman, or you're becoming a man, you start making your own choices, or you start feeling like people can't easily influence you, right? You don't really see how quickly you can be influenced by something or someone, or even music. You're not understanding the depths of it. And because the narcissist sees through that, and they prey on people that, are empaths. They're people who are suffering, who have some type of pain in their life. Even if they feel like your pain isn't equivalent to their pain, right? They'll still befriend you, because at the end of the day, you are supply. Now, the narcissist comes into the relationship with a motive. And the motive is that they are the center of attention. That's, all there is to it, is that they feel like they are the center of attention. But In the love bombing staging, in the love bombing stage, this is why it's called love bombing. They make it seem like they want a future with you. They make it seem like you're on the same page with them. They make it seem as if you might share the same beliefs or the same values, the way you see the world. They make it seem like you're their equivalent. And this is what motivates you to give them more supply. Now, when you start to see that image, that mask that they're, putting in front of you, isn't really who they are, and you start to see different characteristics, and you start to question their, not only their motives, but you start to question, the things that they tell you. If they're talking bad about other people, and then you meet the person and you realize that the person they've been talking about, they're not really a bad person. They're not what the narcissist portrayed them to be. That's when you start to kind of figure things out on your own. And then as time goes by, they'll tell you that, they know that you figured them out once you meet these people that they've talked bad about. So what they do is that they go back and they talk to these people and they say to these people that you've been talking about them. And you might not know these people. You might not, talk bad about them. The narcissist is the one talking bad about them. And because this is your partner, this is your friend, you're basically showing to them that you're on their side no matter what, that you're loyal to them, right? So you're not realizing that when you do that, you are someone who the narcissist looks at as someone who is easily influenced, who doesn't truly know themselves. Because if you knew you truly knew who you were, you would understand that there's two sides to every story, basically. So what the narcissist does is they start to bash you. And now when they're bashing you and good things in your life start to happen, say you're getting a promotion at work, or you're graduating school, or you just started going to school, you're starting off a new life because you feel like, you've met this person and you have all these goals and all these ambitions, and they're, you're going through the love bombing, even though you see the red flags, but you're not seeing them for what they are at first. So now when it's time to celebrate you, the narcissist pulls away. When there's holidays, or there's special events, or there's things that are really important to you, or things that will really make your day, or, the narcissist isn't taking you out like the way they used to. And now, you're wondering why things are changing, because all they want to do is just waste your time, basically. They're just wasting your time, and you feel like someone is sucking the life out of you, and you're like, I want to do more. I need more. You're looking for some type of fuel, because you feel like your fuel is being depleted, but you're not seeing it for what it is at the moment. So when you really need to be celebrated, or you feel like, you've given so much and now you're looking for something, this is where they'll go to the people that they've bashed you to, and they'll, try to make themselves feel good, justify their actions, justify that guilt, that shame that they feel. And they have to, give people around them a reason to hate you, so that when they're not celebrating you and they're doing things that are off, or they're lying, or they're sneaking around, or they're doing things behind your back, or they're persecuting you behind your back, they're judging you, they're being hypocrites, it justifies their actions on why they shouldn't celebrate you. But in reality, the only reason they do not want to celebrate you is because everything is about the narcissist, and they're jealous of anyone who is getting more light or more attention than they are. The narcissist, you might be beautiful from the inside out. Other people might give you compliments. The people around the narcissist might give you compliments. They might say, she's really nice, or he's really nice, or he seems like a good guy, or she seems like she really loves you. Instead of the narcissist taking those things as compliments, they actually begin to hate you and begin to hate the people that compliment you, and they'll bash you again. So why doesn't the narcissist celebrate you? Say when your birthday comes up, right? Or a holiday comes up, they'll tell you, I'm not into holidays, or I don't believe in giving gifts during Christmas, or, they might tell you that they don't celebrate their birthday, but yet when it's their birthday, they're expecting something of you, right? And another reason that I wanted to let you guys know why the narcissist, because it's very sadistic, it's very evil, it's very demonic. These people have dark spirits attached to them, because when they do this, they know what they're doing and it's calculated. That's what makes a narcissist so dangerous. You'll start going crazy trying to figure them out, and they're like, hey, you can't figure me out. You can't figure me out because I'm just an evil doer. That's basically what they're trying to tell you in so many ways. And, if you don't know that they're just an evil doer, they're just getting off on the fact that the years are going by, and while you're so busy trying to figure out why they're not celebrating you, why they're not happy for you, why they're not there for you when you're going through difficult situations in your life, while you're trying to figure it out, they're looking at you like, you're wasting your time. I'm never going to change. I'm showing you that I don't care about you. They might treat you good. You might feel like this is your best friend. In certain points of the relationship, you might feel like we're getting along, we're laying in bed, we're watching movies, we're going, on dinner dates. You might feel like this is actually your partner, but they're actually plotting on you while they're doing this. They're trying to justify their actions so that they can run off and use you for all they can and then just leave. And a lot of times when they leave, they get their karma right away. And you'll see that. I've had, situations where the narcissist will hang up on me or something, and then they get in a car accident or something happens. A lot of times their karma comes right away, and sometimes it takes a while. But this is why, when you think about it, why would someone stay with you for so many years or so many months? Why would they stay with you if they're able to just get other supply? If they're able to get different types of supply, why would they stay with you that long? Why would they continue to hoover you through the years, through the months? Why would they keep coming back? Because no one is like you. No one has supplied them with the type of supply that you've supplied them with. And this is why they come back. Once they know that you figured them out and they can't, play with you anymore, and they know that you're on to them and you're on to a lot of people in your life, that's when they really start to disrespect you. But in the end, they're losing. They're losing because when karma hits them again, they're going to want to come back to you. But you know what? They're going to feel shame and guilt to the point that they're not going to want to reach out to you. This could be family and friends. These people will betray you. Your own friends, your own, family will betray you, and then they'll lie about you. They'll make up lies. They'll stir up problems in the family. They'll fight over money, disagreements, and they won't want to look you in the eyes. They won't want to look you in the face. I've had people lie about me, and I've confronted them to their face in front of everyone and told them, tell the truth. And they won't look me in the eyes. They'll run off. They'll start crying. They'll act like really dramatic. But, they like to dish out things to people. They like to tell lies to people. And, they will continue to victimize themselves. And this is why the life of the narcissist will never be a fulfilled life, because they never want to look at their actions and take accountability. They don't ever want to apologize to you. And if they do, they're only apologizing because they're not happy at the moment. Everything is about the narcissist. If they're not feeling good or they're not in a happy place, they're willing to apologize to you. But it's not because they're really sorry. It's because you know, they're sorry for themselves. They feel like a sorry ass person, basically. The narcissist does not want to celebrate you. And at the same time, it's like they're trying to show you, hey, your birthday's coming up again. I'm not going to do anything special for you. Or if you do want to do something, I'm going to make sure I do the opposite of what you want to do. Or, if you want to go to this restaurant, I'm going to tell you that you can't go to this restaurant. We have to go over here. They try to mess up days, those type of days for you, those type of memories for you, because they want you to think about those things when the relationship ends. They want you to look back and they want you to blame yourself. They want you to blame yourself. They want you to look at their actions and they want you to think to yourself and think back, and they want you to, take accountability for putting up with a liar, basically. They want you to take accountability for putting up with the lies. They feel like, it's your fault for being deceived. And by not celebrating you, that's their way of telling you, I'm not taking you serious. By them not celebrating you, that's them telling you, I'm only here for a good time. I'm not here for the long haul. I'm only here until I figure out what I'm going to do with myself. And I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if your birthday comes up every year. I'm going to make sure that you know that I don't value you the way you think I should value you. And while you're busy thinking of, why isn't the narcissist, celebrating me? Why do they keep disappearing? Why do they keep hoovering me? Why do they start arguments? While you're thinking about these things and you're complaining about it every single year to them, why they're doing this or why they're messing up, moments like Christmas, or it's 4th of July and the fireworks, you're at a fireworks show and the fireworks are just about to start, and they'll quickly start an argument with you and then you'll leave. And then when you get home, they're like, they'll switch up and they'll think to themselves, we should have just stayed over there. We should have just stayed at the party, And you're thinking like, yeah, you jerk. Like, why did you start all this stuff just to come back? And now you're saying that we should have enjoyed ourselves. Or, you go to a restaurant and, they're picking arguments with you at the restaurant, and they're telling you that the waiters are taking too long. Let's leave. And, they'll just walk out of the restaurant, because they feel like everyone at the restaurant, you could be at a bar that's really packed, and because they don't get the attention right away because it's busy, and they're not thinking to themselves, hey, people are working and people are just, doing their best at their jobs because it's packed, and they can't come to your table right away because they're waiting another table. It's common sense, right? You'll even, if you're someone with common sense, you'll look around and you'll see, okay, the host just told me that this is going to be my waiter. She's obviously taking someone's order right now, and she's obviously going to go pick up some food. You're intelligent enough to see what's going on, but the narcissist is the type of person to mess up the whole evening, the whole night, just because they do not want to celebrate with you. They want to make sure that every moment that you spend with them has some type of bad memory, so that when they finally discard or anything like that, they want you to look back, and it's going to cause you even more pain when the relationship is completely over, because they'll hoover you over and over again, right? And that's part of their game, to keep you on your toes, because they don't want to lose you as supply. So the more emotion you show, the more disappointment, the more you cry, you will see that they're getting off on your pain, because they feel like, as long as I have you crying, as long as I have you emotional, I have you in my pocket. And the longer I don't celebrate you, the longer I'm going to have you, because you're constantly wanting something from me that I'm not going to ever give you. It's very, very sick, you guys. And While you're sitting here every year, like I said, waiting to be celebrated, waiting for this person to change, waiting for them to see how much of an awesome person you are, the years are going by really fast. Really, really fast. This is why, sometimes you'll see situations where you'll see the new supply. She's younger than you and she thinks she's better than you. And you think back to yourself and you're like, hey, girl, like I was just in your shoes. I was just you. I don't even know where the time went by. I don't even know how I went from being this 18-year-old and now I'm, in my late 20s. Like I don't know how this happened because I was just starting my life. And now I realize that I never even got to live my life because I was so busy dealing with this person that you're basically trying to make fun of me because this narcissist has fed you lies. They're making it seem like I'm obsessed with them, and when that reality hits you, you realize that you've been stuck in this, you've been frozen, literally, like you've been frozen and the world has been moving around you while you've been stuck, frozen in that moment, trying to make someone who can't love anyone but themselves love you. And then you start to really believe that the narcissist must love the new supply because, they finally decided to leave you for good. And the way they discarded you was in a manner that, was so heartbreaking because you realize, why did I spend so much time fighting with my emotions for someone that didn't care what they put me through, that enjoyed seeing me sad, that enjoyed seeing me lonely, that enjoyed seeing me in positions where I'm not being celebrated when I deserve to be celebrated. I'm not asking to be celebrated every day, and you realize that you gave so much and got little in return. And then that shame and that guilt starts to eat you up inside because you realize that you should have been living your life, but you gave your life, you sold your soul slowly to this narcissist. And that's part of the narcissist game, to try to gain your soul. And in the end, you might be depleted, but that this person will never have your soul. They might have, broke you, but the fact that you're still here and you're still alive and you've made it out of that type of hell, you need to understand that the next supply and whoever gets with the narcissist, whoever surrounds themselves with these type of people, they're only there for one purpose, and that's for supply. That's for energy. Just as you might feel drained, that's how the next supply will be. So it doesn't matter how much this new supply might laugh at you. It doesn't matter if this person feels like they're better, they're younger, whatever they think they got going on. Because at the end of the day, the narcissist will do the same to them. And if not, that new supply will do the same to that narcissist. And what's so crazy is that when that narcissist finally goes through the same pain of not being celebrated, not being the center of attention, because that new supply is actually treating them like they're just a sugar daddy and treating them like, like they're just supply to them, they start to see right through the new supply, and they're seeing that this new supply is doing to them what they did to you. The only thing is that they don't want to believe that the new supply would do that to them, because the narcissist thinks that they're so great of a guy, or, they think that they're so awesome and that, they can win the new supply over. So this is where, the new supply will discard them, hoover them, keep playing mind games with them, using their body to, start, arguments, coming back to the narcissist. They're playing all of these mind games with the narcissist, and, they start to make the narcissist go crazy. and the narcissist starts to victimize themselves, and the narcissist doesn't want to think back on what they've done to you, but they know deep down they do feel that guilt and that shame. They just will never apologize to you for it. And if they come back around crying, it's not because they're crying for you. They're crying for this narcissistic new supply that is doing them the way they've done you. And the narcissist is baffled. They can't believe it. They can't believe someone would do that to them. They'll get online, make narcissist videos on narcissist women when they know that they've done this to other people before. And that's part of narcissist abuse, is that a lot of people, it could be your friends, your family members, will play the victim when they're going through situations in life, but they won't think about all of the people that they've hurt in the past, or the people that, they didn't take accountability for how they made someone feel, how they hurt someone's feelings. Or when someone, reached out to them and really wanted to talk to them, and they didn't give them the time of day because they're too busy chasing after people that do not love them. So that's the problem with a lot of human beings, you guys. That's something that I learned myself, because I'm not a perfect person. And watching the pain of others and going through the pain that I went through, I realized that, there's a lot of people out here who victimize themselves and who, will call people narcissists and things like that. But they've also had this darkness over them where they worked as a narcissist or a flying monkey in their life, and they didn't care. They didn't care that they were flying monkeys, and now they're being attacked. So when the flying monkeys and people like that don't want to celebrate you, they just want to gossip about you, always understand this. The flying monkeys will also go through the same type of abuse, whether it's through their family, their friends. And guess what? If they're not affected by people and what they do and say, because a lot of narcissists aren't affected by words, they will be tested through their finances. They will lose stuff. Just as quickly as they can get stuff, they can lose those things. And they do not want you to know about it. They don't want you to know what they're going through, their karma, because they know that they never celebrated you. They think that because they never celebrated you and they purposely, intentionally hurt you, they think that you're going to laugh at them. They think that you're going to feel satisfied from them getting their karma, when in reality, all you wanted to do was feel peace. Whether you were in the relationship or out of the relationship, all you wanted was peace. All you wanted was a friend. All you wanted was respect or loyalty, acceptance. So accept that the narcissist, you guys, will never celebrate you. That's something you'll never get from a narcissist, because the narcissist is someone who is stuck on themselves and their pain and what they're going through, and they're only worried about their happiness. They don't care about what you've done to them. You can do, so much for these people, and the moment that you react because you're tired of being abused, they will quickly play the victim. They will quickly bash you to other people. They will quickly seek revenge on you as if you're the narcissist or something. They'll look at you with so much hate in their eyes, like if you were the one abusing them for years, because they've made every fight that they've created, they've made it about you, as if you're the one who did it. And in order for them to feel good about themselves, that's the way they have to justify it. By not celebrating you, they feel like they're justifying using you, because they feel like you should know better, when in reality, you don't care about money, you don't care about materialistic things, you just simply loved this person, but they don't know anything about love, because they only love themselves. So, you know, if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. If you guys agree or you guys like this video, do not forget to like. Always share your thoughts if you care. If you want to reach out to other people and help them, you know, through their healing by sharing your stories, feel free to do that. And, you know, I'm sending you guys lots of love, lots of light, and lots of peace as always. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Bye.